The clock struck midnight as Lucas awoke, drenched in a cold sweat. He had been experiencing restless nights lately, plagued by vivid nightmares that seemed all too real. But tonight was different. As he lay in bed, paralyzed by fear, he noticed an eerie stillness in the air. Shadows danced on the walls, whispering secrets he couldn't decipher. Exhaustion overcame him, and his heavy eyelids surrendered to the weight of sleep. That's when the true horror began. Lucas found himself standing in the hallway of his apartment, his body moving with a purpose he couldn't comprehend. It was as if an invisible force had taken control, pulling him into the darkness. Panic surged through his veins, but he was powerless to resist. His sleepwalking episodes became more frequent, occurring almost every night. Each time he would awaken in bizarre places, abandoned warehouses, forgotten graveyards, and desolate forests. His mind was trapped in a twisted nightmare, his body a mere puppet in the hands of an unknown puppeteer. Lucas's once lively spirit was now consumed by fear. He sought answers, desperate for an escape from this macabre dance. He consulted doctors, seeking medical explanations for his sleepwalking, but the tests revealed no abnormalities. One night, driven by a surge of determination, Lucas installed security cameras in his apartment. He hoped to capture evidence of the sinister force that haunted him. As the days passed, the recordings held no clues, just hours of mundane sleep. Doubt began to creep into his mind. Was he losing his sanity, or was this a curse beyond the realm of rationality? Then, one chilling evening, as the moonlight bathed his room, the security cameras captured something that sent shivers down Lucas's spine. A hooded figure emerged from the shadows, gliding effortlessly towards his slumbering form. Its eyes gleamed with a malevolence that pierced his soul. The entity reached out a spectral hand and caressed his cheek, relishing in his fear. The footage left no room for doubt. Lucas was not alone in his torment. His nightmares had taken on a tangible form, an otherworldly entity that reveled in his misery. But how could he sever ties with the ethereal grip that held him captive? Summoning his last reserves of courage, Lucas delved into ancient tomes and whispered legends. The answer he sought lay hidden within the pages of forbidden knowledge. He discovered a ritual, a risky endeavor that promised to break the bond between himself and the sinister presence. With trembling hands, Lucas gathered the necessary ingredients and performed the arcane rite. His heart raced as he chanted the incantation, his voice mingling with the howling wind outside. In the final moments, the air crackled with an unseen energy, and a blinding light engulfed him. When the brilliance subsided, Lucas found himself back in his room, standing beside his bed. The oppressive weight that had plagued him for so long had lifted, and the room felt cleansed. The curse had been broken, but the memories of his dark journey lingered like ghosts. Though relieved, Lucas knew that some horrors could never truly be forgotten. The nights remained restless, haunted by shadows and the echoes of his own screams. He had survived the darkness, but it had left its mark, a reminder that some nightmares, once unleashed, never truly fade away.